Hey everybody, my name is Shawn Powell. You are watching this is probably because you're seeing I've posted it under Power Lead Systems. Now, I have been a huge fan of Power Lead Systems. I've been with them since February of 2015, and I have always used Power Lead Systems as my backbone business. I have probably called that probably the first person to ever call it that. And to this day, every business I have been in, I have used Power Lead Systems to help me excel into my primary businesses. Now, first of all, I want you to understand that Power Lead Systems is a great system. It lets you make any kind of pages you want, blogs, has email marketing that you go directly from for like 30 some thousand emails a month for free. Just for being a member inside of Exitus Elite. Inside of Power Lead Systems. So it can be priceless right by itself, and lots of people do use it to make income by itself. Now, I have been one of the top producers in the company. I actually did training for Power Lead Systems back in 2017. We had a brand new commission that was brought into called Master Traffic Institute, and in it, I was one of the leaders. I was chosen to do some of the training in it. So I've been with them since February 2015. And with that being said, my primary businesses have always been where my money's at, where I make most of my money. And what I would actually do, let me show you this real quick, y'all, is let's say if I came into this business here, newbies on fire right here, and I wanted to provide my own training to make me stand out. First of all, I'm branding myself every step of the way. What is Power Lead Systems for? It's for standing out. It's for branding yourself. If you're the one that wants to go to that next level in whatever the business is, this is the way that's going to do it. It's going to make you stand out from other people, and it's priceless, y'all. Give these people the training while you're learning things of that nature. So that's what I do. I provided training for my downline for different systems. And I've done that for several of them. Secondly, it lets you to actually replicate and duplicate whatever sales funnels you have created for maybe your downline as well. So again, this is where you're going to be providing your team with these special pages that they can't get anywhere else except if they join your team, and that makes a difference as well. We have what's called share codes. Now, when somebody puts in a share code, then they put their links into their own sales funnels, give it out to other people. It's going to make them want to use their sales funnels as well because of the systems and the businesses that they love. So you wind up bringing in customers left and right. Ironically, even while I was one of the top producers inside of Power Lead Systems, I never promoted Power Lead Systems directly. So it's kind of weird that I'm one of the top producers, and I never, I wasn't out there hammered away per se, making a lot of Power Lead System sales, saying, yo, you need to do this and stuff like that. Though I have made videos for it, it's always been my primary businesses that I have focused at. Now, this is one part right here. So this is for Exitus Elite. It's my primary business. I've been with them since 2016. Absolutely love them. Paul Stevenson is the best owner I have ever seen. So if you know what Power Lead Systems is, you know that Neil Geist and Michael Price do a great job. I've never not got paid from this company. Please understand, that is a nice compliment when I sit there and tell you that Paul Stevenson is the best owner I have ever seen in a company. It really kind of raises the bar, to be honest. So what would I provide in training for like Exitus Elite would be Generation 1 is Miss Adriana. Generation 2 is Kelly and Jonathan. Generation 3 is me, myself, actually providing training for these people that come into it. So you have three different perspectives. So that was my own idea. That's why it's called 3 generations. Now, inside of Exitus Elite, and the reason I'm going to keep talking about this, y'all, is I want you to understand, though even Power Lead Systems is as powerful as it's been, I don't even think twice about, I'm not going to leave Power Lead Systems. I've been with them for, 7 years now. But what the difference between that and Exitus Elite is, Power Lead Systems is residual income. It is the amount of income that I make from people that are coming in that are using their tools for other businesses. If it's for Exitus Elite or whatever it may be, or maybe they just want to promote Power Lead Systems, or both. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the income I make inside of Power Lead Systems. Exitus Elite, y'all, I get paid immediately. I always make 100% commissions, and we even get to pick how I want to get paid, and these are $1,000 commissions. Now, we have a $2,000 commission level that has just came in back in March, as a matter of fact, of this year. So now we have a $1,000, $2,000 commissions, but y'all, you're looking at over 90% of the people that come into this business over the last 7 years, almost as long as Power Lead Systems, think about that, y'all, has come in at the $1,000 level or higher. I put the first member in for my downline. Now I want to show you something right here. This is example of some of my downline. Where it says done right here, what it actually indicates is I give that link to someone else, to give it to someone else, to give it to someone else. I'm not going to show them all, but I actually made this WordPad not too long ago, but I'm going to show you. Every one of these, y'all, every one of these are $1,000. Every link you see right here with a person's name is $1,000 that I have made inside this business, that's coming into it just for being. And I've got a lot more than this, y'all. I just wanted to give you some idea of, how much money. That's $1,000 each. How many of these would it take to change your life? And this is just one commission inside this business. So I really am a huge fan of Power Lead Systems because it helps me brand myself. It lets me make pages like this where I have payment pages. Again, we get to pick out how I want to get paid. I give PayPal as an option. I give debit credit card. I give Cash App as option. I give Google Pay, and then Western Union is an absolute great way to do this. So how do I do all this? Is by using Power Lead Systems to brand me into every business I do. Secondly, I get these tools so I can give it out like candy to other people that want to use it. You see what I'm saying? They get the share code for this. They go inside of here, they edit this out, make sure it goes to their email, put whatever they want to do. If you are joining our business and our team, you've got permission to use my pages, obviously, right? What would be even better, y'all, is when it comes to a business like Exitus Elite, y'all, don't you understand this? I made $40,000 plus months inside of Exitus Elite. I'm going to show you some of that proof of income in just a minute, y'all. But what I want you to understand is that this is life-changing income. Even though I'm making residual income from Power Lead Systems, when you're making $1,000 commissions, and let's say if you make 2 or 3 in a week, in a month's time, $8,000 to $10,000, y'all. If you owe $30,000 on your house, you really start looking at it and saying, "Wow, how much have I made, y'all? This is really capable of paying my house off. Giving me freedom is literally what I'm looking at getting and obtaining inside of Exitus Elite." Now, when I came in August the 1st of 2016, this was the first one-up system I'd ever been in. Now, what a one-up system means is that at the highest level, which we have a 100, a 250, a 500, a 1000, G2000, at the highest level that you come in, the lower levels come with it, plus the commissions themselves. Now, you only have to pass up one person ever, and that's at the highest level. So if somebody came in at the G1000, the $1,000 level, then their first one and that commission and that first person would be a pass-up. And that person would be just like your sponsor and personally sponsored them. You're giving it to them. Well, what I do is, and I've been doing this longer for the company than anybody else, is I put your first member in for you by taking your link, giving it to someone else, taking their link and giving it to someone else, and then that's what I'm saying. So I'm filling in the gap for you so that every person you put in, every commission is going to be yours because I've already filled in the gap. We've already got you qualified. You understand what I'm saying? So that's been one of the biggest gifts I've been giving to people since I've been coming into Exitus Elite back in 2016, and I'm not seeing any changes of this anytime in the future. I want to show you a couple of things, y'all. If you look right here, this is almost 2022. It's December the 8th, so we're almost at the outskirts of being, 2022. I'm just scrolling down just a little bit. What's this video for right here? Okay, this is me congratulating Charles Mahoney for coming in at the G1000 at Exitus Elite. Okay, this is my own Facebook group. This is me doing a YouTube video for Exitus Elite. Let me see, here's another, obtaining freedom with Exitus Elite. This is proof of incomes in here. I'm showing real big proofs of income. Me and my girlfriend out and about. Are you in the right vehicle? Talking about how you can be in the wrong vehicle and doing it right and still be broke because you're not in a vehicle that's going to give you what you're trying to get. You know, if you're joining a business for $20 or whatever it's going to be, y'all, you got to realize how many people is it going to take? I've been number one in the world where literally I was putting 300 to 350 members a month into a business and I was still barely getting by. I'm serious. Once I quit playing with them and got into a vehicle like Exitus Elite that could change my life, that's when things started paying off. making enough money that I could pay the house off, paying cash for a sports car, $3,000 driveway being poured in the front yard, all coming from the same month that I've been inside of a business that is the right vehicle. And I think that's what's wrong with a lot of people. They don't realize that they're in the wrong vehicle. And I'm going to show you a little bit about that in just a second too, y'all. But let me just keep on going. So why is it that Exitus Elite is still my primary business going on? You know, I'm working for a 7-year-old business. Y'all, look, another $1,000 just came in right here. Y'all, this is life-changing income. Every time you get an email saying you just made $1,000, it's a good day. I'm going to tell you that, especially with Christmases, things of that nature, y'all. Here's Exitus Elite. This is James Caldwell that came in recently. This is me putting some motivational things. This is me congratulating Kirk Shinta for becoming a G1000 qualified. That means we put somebody in for her to get her qualified. And then here's another qualification for Charles Mahoney getting qualified because I put somebody in for him. Transferring $964. And y'all, you got to realize, there's nothing wrong with Power Elite Systems. Please understand, I'm not trying to put that down. I'm just saying, you've got to look at what Power Elite Systems is made for. It's made for making, you know, your businesses better for your primary businesses. That's really, in all honesty, what Power Elite Systems is made for. Here's one of my videos right here. And guess what it's about, y'all? It's about Exitus Elite. So it doesn't stop, y'all. If you keep on looking, Exitus Elite again, Exitus Elite. Here's another video with Exitus Elite. This is November the 30th. We bought a new Cadillac SRX. I put the new chrome rims on it. I love chrome. I was posting that up here. How to get freedom in 2022 with Exitus Elite. I mean, you see what I'm saying? I mean, this is really as good as it gets right here, y'all. Here's a brand new video right here I posted recently about Exitus Elite. So why is it that someone like myself that has been inside of Power Elite Systems, a huge fan of Power Elite Systems, do training for the company for Power Elite Systems, have talked about it unlimited. It is priceless what it has done for me for my primary businesses, for Exitus Elite and things of that nature. Now let me show you. Exitus Elite ain't the only business I've done over the years, obviously. This is one of my capture pages that I've created talking about Exitus Elite, me making $9,000 a day. $31,000 in the first 2 weeks that I came into this business. $40,000 plus months inside this business is absolutely incredible. I use Power Elite Systems to create this page so that people can connect to me. $1,000 business, people want to know who you are. They want to connect with that person. This gives me that ability. That's what Power Elite Systems is for. Here's an actual, for Power Elite Systems right by itself. This is actually one of the best sales funnels for it. If you're interested in it, look down below. If you're looking at an awesome sales funnel for Power Elite Systems, I have gotten a lot of sales with that, and it's been updated fairly recently, so it's a really good one to use for that. So this is what a share code would look like. A capture page, it comes through it and then goes, I'll click it and show you what it looks like on the other side. This is a beautiful pages. You know, this is right here. I think it's even been updated again. I wouldn't be surprised. So Frank Claver did a great job. Now, I'm going to show you this. Newbies on fire, y'all. I came into this business. It was a double one-up system. It was a little bit smaller than Exitus Elite. So my setup was Newbies on fire is the front end, smaller, you know, commissions. Power Elite Systems is my back end. And Exitus Elite sitting there with a big, this is the monster. This is where the big money is going to come from, right? So they're different enough that it won't affect each other. Yet I'm using my Power Elite Systems for everything I do. This sales funnel right here, y'all, I went to number 3 on the leaderboard. They started in November. I didn't start until January. It was like January the 7th, if I'm not mistaken. So it had already been out for a couple months. I went to number 3 on the leaderboard real quick using this sales funnel. And I'm going to tell you, a lot of that is I don't join businesses if I don't believe in them. Because people join people. And if I'm going to be making YouTube videos like I do for Exitus Elite, I got over 300 videos for Exitus Elite, right? You saw a bunch of them just a second ago, so obviously I'm not so much going to jump around a whole lot. So if I'm going to do a business, you best believe I believe in it. Secondly, I'm going to be all in. I'm not going to give away my commissions. Third, your downline's going to do what you do. If you don't expect them to, if you don't expect much yourself, why do you expect your downline to do more than you? You see what I'm saying? You're just giving away money in a business that 90% of the people come in at the higher levels. Dude, that would be suicide to me. Yes, it'd be business suicide. To be coming at $100 level with everybody coming at the $900 or $1,000 or $1,900 bypass me because they came at the $1,000 and the $2,000 level. So it's priceless. But look at this, y'all. I built this right up here, life-changing income. Obviously, this is one of my videos for newbies on fire right here. I was really excited about the business. Sign up is entirely free, blah, blah, blah. You know, look right here. And I mean, this is what I'm capable of making. I made all this with my phone. The software I use is called Pixel Lab. It wasn't even hard, to be honest. I put where they can connect directly to me, message me on Facebook, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, just show some proofs of income. January 17th, y'all, that was the first day I came in. So on the 17th, I made 100. This is 250. This was, does that say $25? It might be well, maybe it's 25. I don't know. And then $500 right here. So this was a decent amount of money. What about $1,000? Somewhere pretty close to maybe 900, something like that, in just 24 hours when I came into this business. But look at the page. If I'm sitting there explaining the business myself, and I am showing that I'm excited about this business, and I'm explaining exactly. And look, I go to, I explain it in simple terms so that everybody can understand it. I give them the big picture, what makes it great about it, why I joined the business. That's what I tell people about it. And then bam, I expect people to get in, y'all. And when they reach out to me, they're already ready to do the business because they've already seen it either on YouTube or here or both. So that's exactly what I did. But understand, even though I went to number 3 really quick, this was right before COVID took place. And the owners wound up making some decisions. I don't do newbies on fire anymore at this time. But I'm just telling you, man. And Press One Cash was another one-up system where I was number 1 in the world for $200 commissions, and I made what, 300 or 400, something like that, in a very short period of time. And Power Lead Systems had everything to do with it. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I just wanted to show you what does Exitus Elite do for me, and how I use Power Lead Systems when I'm making $1,000 commissions like this on a regular basis. Let me scroll down and show you a couple things. I'm going to show you some proofs of income inside of Exitus Elite, y'all. Now, if you decide that you want to come into Exitus Elite, what I want you to do, first of all, this ain't really a really educational video for it. I'm trying to reach out to people in Power Lead Systems, letting them know there's nothing wrong with Power Lead Systems. Keep using it, but use it in a way that'll help you with the primary businesses. And if you're looking at an awesome primary business in 2022, you can't do no better than a 7-year-old business with an awesome owner that's got 30 years of experience of online business and storefronts. We have weekly webinars on Wednesday, an awesome Facebook group. Some of the top 6 and 7-figure earners that 6 and 7-figure earners that you know from Power Lead Systems are still doing this business for 6 years, just like I have. And we're doing it for a reason, and a lot of y'all don't even realize it. So this is just a real tip right here, y'all. If you're ever making videos or anything like it, brand you every step of the way. Power Lead Systems is my way of doing that very thing. I always put me in the middle because I believe in what I'm doing. I am the biggest cheerleader I will ever have in my business, so I would be stupid not to have me up front with my hand out, welcoming and congratulating people into my business. So what do? I give them something to connect with. This is a picture of me and my girlfriend. This is a new boat we had just bought this summer. It's at the lake house, and there you go. That's what my thumbnail is. Plus, what do I put? I put your first member in for you right there. We're out and about. Made another $1,000 commission. We're eating in Wilmington, North Carolina, one of our favorite restaurants called Indochine. Awesome place. Here's 4,000 in 4 days. Again, me and my little boy. I think we were watching TV when that $1,000 commission came in again. So, Exitus Elite is complete training system and support. Jacob is Paul Stevenson's son. He does an absolutely incredible job. I've seen him do things that nobody else does. It's a powerful one-up system. Most quality system I've ever seen for any one-up. If I had to pick just one system to run with to make 6-figure income, it would be Exitus Elite. Now, I want you to understand, I'm going to use Power Lead Systems because that's my way of branding people. It's the way I make my training pages, payment pages, all these things that I've got created. With all that being said, y'all, you can run Exitus Elite by itself because it is quality. It truly is. Every page inside this system is beautiful. I mean, I can go ahead and tell you that. Let me show you some of these pages, y'all. Now, this is one of the capture pages. Now, understand, I make some pretty good pages inside of Power Lead Systems. I grant you that. I've never made a page any prettier than this one. And, you know, I mean, to me, if somebody takes this much time just to put into, this is default page, videos like this, don't you know the system's going to look good? To be honest, if you show people that you believe in this business, you're excited and enthusiastic, that's the glue that they're looking for. They want a sponsor that believes in what they're doing, who's applying action, and is accessible. Anybody can be that person, right? If you can be that person, look at the pages, y'all. I mean, you don't think this is going to back up whatever you're trying to do? Now, let me show you another one. We've cracked the code to $1,000 commissions. Our 5-minute presentation reveals exactly how it's possible to make $1,000 paydays while sitting on your sofa. Well, I proved that a few minutes ago, didn't I? That's what the image was. But y'all, I mean, I can just tell you, since I've been in this business, I don't have to worry about the owner making bad decisions and shutting stuff down and hurting downline and things of that nature. Paul is one of those people that if we are planning on possibly doing some changes, ain't this a pretty page? I'm just going to keep moving, y'all. That he reaches out to us in the webinars and say, hey, y'all, I'm really thinking about doing this. What do you think? And before he does it, he asks us. He does things that other owners I've never seen do. Secondly, y'all, I've seen him shoot himself in the foot just because he thought it would be helping the new members come in, even though it meant making less money on himself for the company. What owner does that? I've never seen anybody do that, y'all. Now I'm going to show you some proofs of income. This is $17,000 in 30 days. That's a $3,000, a $2,000, a $2,000, $2,000 a day. I know it's really tiny, but believe me, it's all there. You have made some money. That's what the emails look like. Now, real quick, I'm going to tell you. I told you earlier I was number one in the world, making 350 members a month into a business, right? I got free from it with this business. It's still legit. It's still there. The $33 commissions. But y'all, I felt like I had to get every person in my zip code just to make any money. Compare a $33 commission to $1,000 or a $2,000 commission like we got now. How many people would it take for you to put that in? I was working my tail off, getting 60 to 100 plus leads a day, but I was working my tail off to get that kind of results where I can go in something like Exitus Elite and just let go, relax, do videos when I feel like it, and then just let the commissions come in with the number of people I've got right now. I want you to understand something, y'all. $40,000 plus months in this business. The most leads I ever got in a day was 9. Most I ever got was 9 leads in one single day. Now think about that. So let's say if I'm averaging 4 to 5 leads a day during that whole month in that time frame. Anybody can do that, to be honest, y'all. Okay, I was doing YouTube, matter of fact. If it takes 2 to 3 people, let's say 3 people that want to do the business, but 2 that's got the money now, and the third one that's going to do it in some time. You want to slip by? There's my little boy, and shut the door, please. Okay, y'all. So let's say they have 3 people out of those daily amounts of leads of 3 to 5 people, leads coming through. That 3 in a week want to do this business. 2 that's got the money right now, and another one that's going to do it whenever they get a chance, y'all. Understand, at just $1,000 level, you're looking at what? Is that $2,000 a week, $8,000 a month, with a potential a couple more coming in when that money come in for them. So maybe $10,000 to $12,000. That's at the $1,000 level, not including the new $2,000 level. We had somebody just the other day brought in $6,000 in 3 days into this business just from the $2,000 commissions alone. That's the difference by being in the right vehicle as opposed to doing the right vehicle wrong, like I just said a minute ago, y'all. Here it is. Talking about wrong businesses done right are still the wrong business. You've got to get into the right vehicle to get what you need. What, son?
Dad,
You either stay in or out.
they left immediately.
Oh, well,
they
good.
didn't inform me that they were leaving
Okay,
yet, so
well, come this way and hurry
Awesome.
up now. This will take
I'm
me
sorry,
hours to
this
edit
is-
this shit, man.
Dad, this is
Shut the
not-
door.
I'm
Shut the
sorry.
door.
Sorry.
3, 2, 1. All right, y'all, let me show you this. Exitus Elite at $1,000 commissions changes lives. This is my actual first time ever having 50,000 plus in the bank. I was keeping 50 to 60,000 plus because of $1,000 commissions, and this was before the 2,000 even took place. This was back in 2016 as well. This was fairly recent. This was me making 3,000 right here. It's actually 4,000 in 4 days. I think I'd done a thumbnail about that earlier. Here's 40,000 in 30 days, y'all. As much as I love Power Lead systems and I use it for the tools itself, and yes, I do make commissions off of Power Lead systems, it's just not going to be a $40,000. This is incredible kind of income. But imagine if you had both, where you use Power Lead systems for what it's supposed to be for: replication, duplication, branding yourself, making your self stand up, email marketing, keeping all your leads for you, and everything that's together, as opposed to just using the default systems itself. Now, Exitus Elite does a good job. I'm not going to say it don't. It has absolutely everything. I can go back and look at the very first lead I ever had back in August 1st of 2016. I can tell you if they were active, if they're not active, if they upgraded, if they didn't, things of that nature, if they're still a member, into the system itself. So it's a very, very powerful system as far as that goes. Do you need Power Lead system to make it with Exitus? There's enough quality there. I'll put that for you. Okay, I'll put your first member in for you at the G1000, new G2000, plus my huge 3-generation bonus training fully unlocked, huge bonuses. You can run this business without any other marketing system at all. I've already indicated that. We get paid immediately. We get to pick how we want to get paid. We always make 100% commissions. Exitus Elite has been around since the summer of 2014, still growing like crazy. And y'all, I'm going to show you this. This is one of our weekly webinars. This is Darren Little. He's a 6-7 figure earner. One of the guys been around the business for about as long as I have, since about 2016. Have webinars where we ask the person who's being interviewed questions directly. Paul Stevenson, the owner, is actually there asking the questions. So that was a really good one. Here's another one where the owner had his lawyer actually come in, Scott Warren, and we had the chance to ask him questions on what we can do, can't do, recommendations, some of the new things that the SEC is looking at, stuff like that, to make sure that we are in appliance with everybody. It's awesome, y'all. This is what our webinars look like. This was him actually showing us the G2000, asking what do we think about it, explaining the business itself, and at the end, y'all, we have questions and answers where the owner goes back to the very beginning and reads down and answers any questions. Sometimes this is 30, 45 minutes long, and often that's the best part of the entire webinar, is the question and answers. Upgrade and just pay the difference, y'all, means that if somebody came in, let's say at the G1000, and they want to upgrade to G2000, all they got to do is pay the difference of the $1,000 and pay the difference of the admin fee. Now, what does the admin fee cover? It covers, well, first of all, it's Paul Stevenson right here, the man I keep mentioning. It covers the webinars. It covers the Facebook, group, the support itself. It covers all the updates to the system. Our entire system got updated recently, y'all. It covers all the capture pages, sales pages, things of that nature. Let me show you this. This is a replicated website. This is what the sales page looks like right here. And it's all interactive right here. It does a really good job. I know you can't see at the top because my little blue thingy up there, but it says Home, Tools, Genesis, Training, Compensation. Contact me. You can actually log in here, and it's a Join Now button. It's right here. Plus about the company itself. Got all this information. It's right here in front of you. And every one of these take you to a different page. It's like taking you through a rabbit hole. So what would somebody look at, y'all? Let me explain this to you real quick. So they would go through and they would look at this. They would click this. They put in their information, right? Then obviously it's going to be a lead directly to you inside of Exitus Elite. Now, let me show you what else it takes you to. This is called my VSL page. Now, video sales link. Now, this page has got about a 5-minute, 4.5-minute video where it's literally explaining the business itself, what it, how everything works and stuff like that. Now, what somebody would do is they would click Learn More, and then when they click Learn More, what's going to actually happen is it's going to take you to the sales page itself. Now, because Paul understands the importance of people branding and connecting with you, especially in a business that's not 90% of them is $1,000. He even made it where you can add your bridge page. Now, what that's going to mean is you can make a short video saying, "Hey, everybody, my name is Shawn Powell. I want to tell you I appreciate you coming through and checking this out. This is an awesome business, y'all. It's been life-changing for so many people. I've seen people who couldn't sell an $18 business come in here and make $3,000 in their first month and be absolutely on fire. And this is the best owner with the best quality pages I've ever seen. You cannot do any better than this. Please just sit back and enjoy. If you need anything, let me know. I'll be right here." Something as simple as that right there. Get a chance to connect with someone. And if you believe in your business, you should probably be able to say something about like that. It's not even better. I just winged it off the top of my head. You see what I'm saying? So, but these are the pages, y'all, that if I was excited and I was showing somebody this business and then I was accessible after, you'd understand that every phone call could be worth $1,000. Treat every phone call like it's worth $1,000 when you're talking to people, y'all. And don't try to sell anything. Just tell them what you think about your business. Tell them what it means to you or would mean to you and your family, and just let go, y'all. Just let go. Let these people connect with you. That's the difference between making money and someone hiding behind a sales funnel thinking they're going to get rich with nobody knowing who they are, because it doesn't work that way. It just doesn't, y'all. Let me see if there's anything else to cover here. I'll show you something real quick, y'all. Basically covered all this. Now, I want to show you this. Back when I got free from a job, I did restaurants for 26 years here in North Carolina. May 7th of 2015, 6 months' time, I worked my tail off. I was able to get free from the job. I came home. I was working my tail off here, too. But, y'all, I want you to look at this. My little boy was 7 years old. I came into Exitus Elite about a year later. I was in 2016 when I came into it. But look at this, y'all. This is my little boy here. This is him now, y'all. This is about, a couple months ago now. It says last month, it was a couple months ago. Half my son's life, I've been home. And I will tell you this, man. If I could have gotten the right vehicle right from the beginning, think of how much better it would have been for me than me trying to work my tail off, getting $33 commissions. And just because somebody signed up doesn't mean that they even did the business. That, to me, if I could have jumped in a business like this right from the get-go, I just can't imagine how much money and how much different that first year would have been in comparison to what it is now. Power Elite Systems is a monster. I use it for what it's supposed to be for. Yes, I've made commissions. I even, like I said, I did training for the Master Traffic Institute itself. I'm one of the leaders that did that. With that being said, my money basically comes from Exitus Elite and Power Elite Systems. It's just the answer to every business I've done. Press One Cash, I was number one in the world. Newbies on Fire, I was number three. And to be honest, if it weren't for COVID and the owner making bad decisions, I might would have gone to number one. I ain't gonna say I probably could have, possibly. Mobile Biz Op, I've been number one in the world. Exitus Elite, Power Elite Systems, y'all, these are all awesome businesses. But knowing that you can trust the owner for Power Elite Systems inside of Exitus Elite, y'all, is the exact same way. And the money in here is life changing, even more so than I would say Power Elite Systems. To the point that, honestly, if you go look down my timeline, you're going to see, or on my Facebook group, y'all, there's an awful lot of videos about Exitus Elite right here. And this is 6 years later, and I'm just as excited now as I was then. And I'm that way for a reason. So, y'all, if you are interested in Power Elite Systems, look down below. If you are interested inside of Exitus Elite, and you like for me to put your first member in for you and get a 3-generation bonus training and the share code that comes inside of Power Elite Systems, if you're already in Power Elite Systems, great. Reach out to me, y'all. My phone number is actually, it's going to be posted right here in just a second on the actual video itself. It's in the description. Y'all, I'd be tickled to death to talk to anybody. I even walk people through when they're ready to come in by sending the last person that came in their link. They're going to be tickled to death you came in, because we're going to get them qualified. So every person they put in is going to be their commission and their person. And then I'm going to do the exact same thing for you. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel, y'all. I've got over 1,300 videos. I've got almost 1/4 of those are Exitus Elite videos. I'm not going anywhere. I'm smiling from ear to ear and looking forward to 2022. With that being said, I'll see you in the next video. Appreciate it.